Good morning, Doctor. Thank you for agreeing to a virtual appointment. I know you don't usually offer them, but I think it's for the best to keep everyone safe. Because of the pandemic, yes, of course, we're very cautious. I understand this appointment is confidential. How confidential? What do you have to report? Is there a list? Child abuse? Not a problem. Danger to self? Yes, that's fine. Danger to others? Fine. Current or future crime concerning the safety of others? Thank you for the information. Frankly, I don't want to waste any of our time. We're here today because my spouse is an addict, incredibly codependent, and almost certainly has some sort of personality disorder. I only stay because I love them or something. Also, when I tried to break things off when we were dating, it just never seemed to stick. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. You don't think you're an addict? Your little hobby is dangerous. It impacts our life. It could send you to prison. And no matter how many times I ask, you never stop. What would you call it? I thought so. Doctor, the details of my spouse's addiction are unimportant. Frankly, I don't see how it's any of your business. Me? What about me? I'm combative. Am I? I'm the one who suggested this, and so far I seem to be the only person who's actively engaged in this session. So I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean. I'm not the one with issues. I'm just playing the hand I was dealt. Fine. I am willing to consider changing my approach, if you really think that's necessary, Doctor. Their addiction. Yes, I suppose that's as good a place to start as any. Darling, I understand that this is a part of your life. I've made my peace with that. But I've made my boundaries very clear. I don't want you doing it in the house. I don't want you involving our friends or family or the other people we socialize with. I don't want you taking unnecessary risks. You want me to use I feel statements. All right, fine. When you lie to me, I feel angry. When you ignore my expressly stated wishes, I feel angry. When you play innocent when we both know how absurd that is, I feel angry. What do you mean angry is not an option? Do you want synonyms? I have plenty. Fine. I feel betrayed and confused and I suppose a bit afraid. You promised me the moon and the stars, but you can't give me this one thing. And I just don't understand why. You're trying to protect me. I'm trying to protect myself. It's incredibly dangerous to be linked to what you've been doing. I'm also protecting you. You're mine. I don't want to lose you over something so unnecessary. When you tell me that your addiction is about protecting me, I feel like you're lying to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. Was that too accusatory? I'm using your formula. Fine. I feel skeptical and hurt. I feel blamed. I know you don't mean to blame me, darling, but if it's really all about protecting me, then it stands to reason that it's my fault. If I wasn't here, do you think you would still do the things that you do? Thank you. Doctor, would it be all right if we let this topic rest for today? If we go on much longer, I'll be too tired to finish this appointment. This particular situation is too much to tackle in its entirety. Yes, I suppose it would make sense to give my spouse the opportunity to bring up their own concerns. Go on, darling. What could I do better? Absolutely nothing, huh? I'm perfect in every way. Like I said, codependence. Contrary to what most people might assume, I don't think everything is about me. But my spouse disagrees. If I ask for something, they give it to me. If I don't ask, but seem like I might want it anyway, they give it to me just in case. They spend as much time with me as they possibly can, and they get anxious when we have to be apart for more than a few minutes. They have no friends or hobbies, aside from those that I have shared with them or pushed them to pursue. I'm sure you have a checklist somewhere, Doctor. Have we checked enough boxes yet, or should I keep going? Would it be all right if I take a moment and refresh my water glass? Thank you. I am not flirting with the therapist. They're not even in the room. For God's sake, keep that knife out of the camera's view. This might be recorded. And no, you are not going to hunt them down later. They are helping us. Thank you, Doctor. Now, do you agree about my spouse's codependence? My apologies. I don't mean to take over the conversation. Darling, your thoughts? I know you don't think it's a problem, but everyone else does. Yes, fine, I see you gesturing over there. Darling, when you follow me around and hang on my every word and do whatever you can to please me, I feel... Well, sometimes I feel like a god. Most of the time, I feel annoyed or smothered. I'd like to find a nice middle ground. Doctor, while I do like the idea of spending some time apart while we pursue our separate interests, we recently tried that. I went to brunch with a few friends while they attempted to explore a new hobby. It did not end well. It's better if we don't get into the details. The lawsuit is still pending. I suppose we could try pursuing separate interests while staying in the same room together. That might be less destructive. Individual therapy might be the better choice. Would you consider it, sweetheart? No? Not even for me? I really would like you to say yes. Thank you, baby. You're so good to me. I need to consider my role in this dynamic? Whatever do you mean? Yes, I do encourage them to do certain things that are good for them. And yes, I do allow them to dote on me. But making me happy makes them happy. I couldn't take that away from them. It's not that I expect them to center me in all their decisions. They just do. Every time. So I suppose I've gotten used to it. It's not that I'm trying to take advantage, it's just so easy. Trying to get them to make a choice on their own or request something from me is much more difficult. Yes, I can try. You know, darling, when you let me make all the decisions, and you don't share any opinions outside of my own, sometimes I feel like I don't know you at all. Sometimes I just feel like I'm staring at my own reflection, or shouting into a cave and hearing the echo come back. Is there anything that you like that I don't? Just one thing. I wouldn't have guessed. Thank you, darling. Sorry, Doctor. What was that? Why do I think my spouse has a personality disorder? How long do we have before the end of the session? There are so many motorcycles out there tonight, and it is driving me insane. Please be quiet, motorcycles. Shh. Please be quiet.